trying to make it. Too many people, they don't let me down. But I keep it real, no time for hating. I'm always on that PC trying to shape my sound. See, I'm just trying to make it. I've got some people, I cannot let it down. Aiming for the top of the mountain. Not there yet, but I've left the ground. Oh, I've left the ground. I'm just trying to make it, yeah, make it, yeah, yeah. Make it, yeah, make it, yeah, yeah. Oh, I've left the ground. I'm just trying to make it, yeah, make it, yeah, yeah. Make it, yeah, make it, yeah, yeah.
Don't tell me about me. Stop telling 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 me about me. I don't need you to tell me about me.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome. Y'all, oh, I'm feeling better today, just a little bit. To another episode, Let's Talk with J. Rush Jordan, man. Let me get my Otis in here, man. Where my Otis at, man? Shit! We about to get it popping tonight, y'all, man. It's gonna be a fun one, man. It's gonna be a good one. Should be a good one. I'm gonna try to make it a good one. Man, but nah, for real, man. Welcome back, y'all, to another one. Man, on your way in, as usual, man, if you're watching over on Facebook, Let's Talk on YouTube or the JVJ Network on YouTube, make sure you do your boy a favor by hitting that like, share, subscribe, and make sure you turn the notifications on if you're on YouTube, and make sure you click all, because YouTube will turn them shits off for you, and they will unsubscribe your ass. Like, they just, hey, look, they know what they be doing, so they, hey, look, hey, don't come for me. I'm just the messenger. But yeah, I try to preview y'all a little bit from last night about what we might be talking about tonight. And for those who don't know, I'm just gonna let y'all sit back and be surprised. We're gonna get into a few videos, a few things that's been happening just this month, y'all. Look, just this month. So don't think I'm just going all over the place, because I can do that, and I actually got a feeling I might do that tonight, because I ain't got no time limit on this thing. Tonight is a free night. I got time for it. I just looked at my wrist. turn on. I got time today. But this is all just from this month. And we got an issue that we need to address in this country. Like we have a lot of people that get on the internet that talk about different topics, this and that. People that are on national television that talk about different topics, this and that. But there's one topic that they love to harp on. But really, there's one topic that we really never speak about. And honestly, I think it's one of the biggest threats to what we got going on in this country. And that's for my Americans, us Americans, especially for us patriots, the people that actually serve the country, not people that just call themselves patriots because, whatever the fuck, they think it's cool. But I know we have an issue with this. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it tonight. And for the people that don't know, y'all about to find out. We're gonna cover some news stories real quick. But before we get into it, man, get your cigarettes, get your weed, get whatever you need. Get whatever you need. And I'm actually dropping a link for anybody that wants to disagree or anybody that wants to just get their 2 cents on the shit. But we're gonna get through this first one and let's go ahead and jump into it, man. Let's see what we got. Your volume up? Yeah. Let's go.
Well, there is no answer for all of it. Nothing brings them back. But still, we want to know how this happened after all this effort he did to save ourselves.
Families of the victims in last month's triple homicide in Mount Washington are responding to newly released 911 calls where one victim voiced concern about the suspect weeks before the shooting. Brenda Adonias joins us with more.
Rob, police have yet to announce a motive, but since the beginning, family has told me that some of the victims raised concerns with friends about concerning behavior from the shooter. Now, these 911 calls, they give us a better idea as to what that concerning behavior could have been. Family wanted us to play the calls for you now, but we want to warn you some of the information in those calls deals with sensitive things like suicide.
He has been saying this kind of stuff to me in the past, but I was able to get to him. He responded when I reached out to him, and I'm just concerned.
On August 8th, 22-year-old Eden Adugna called 911 to report the latest text she received from 26-year-old Samuel Erickson, someone she told dispatch she had met in person multiple times.
I have scheduled this message to send for after I'm dead, so you don't have to worry about me anymore.
Man.
I wish we could have spent more time together and done more things together. Being with you did make me happy. I hope it made you happy as well. I'm sorry that I tried to make you happy. I'm sorry that I cared so much about you. I'm sorry that I wanted you to succeed and achieve your dreams. And I'm sorry for having laughed you goodbye.
Eden told dispatch Erickson had also sent her a picture of a gun he had recently bought. She told dispatch she talked to him about getting rid of it and seeking professional help. Officers used cell phone pings to locate Erickson. During the search, Eden called dispatch 4 times for an update.
I'm also going to call back in 40 minutes just because I'm anxious.
Sure, no, that makes sense. That's probably the best way to get the information. But I've added all that information. If you get any more information or hear from him, let us know. It's we've got 3 officers in the area actively trying to locate him, okay?
Okay. Oh my God, okay. All right, thank you.
The Hamilton County Sheriff's Office confirmed they performed a welfare check that day. 3 weeks later, Erickson shot and killed Eden, her sister Faven, and their friend Bemnit Duresi. The girl's adoptive father, Nagash, says he didn't know about Eden's troubles with Erickson and believes Eden's 911 call fell on deaf ears.
You can hear in her voice the concern, the fear that she's basically begging for help, even though she didn't say that way. You can sense it, hearing even her voice. And we became hopeless. What else she can do? I don't know. She cried for help.
All 3 victims will be laid to rest Saturday. Nagash says he's still waiting for answers, but wants his girls to be remembered for their kind heart, adventurous spirit, and aspirations to help others.
I trust the uniform, the police, so we give them time, but we really need the answer how this, after someone really calls, cry for help, and again, and this happened, it's difficult to comprehend and it's difficult to process.
A funeral for all 3 victims will be held tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. here at the Ethiopian Orthodox Church on Marlow Avenue in College Hill. The public is invited to attend. For now in College Hill, Brenda Adonias, Fox 19 Now.
these people.
Look, for my African brothers and sisters, I want y'all to please understand that, look, I still give a fuck about y'all. I know, even though I got beef with y'all talking shit about Black Americans and shit. But, like, look, man, I want y'all to understand I got y'all back, man, when it come down to it. Like, look, we can't be having these situations happening. And this was a young girl calling 911 for help because she felt like the person that she was around was possibly a threat. And the person that I'm talking about is this kid right here, man, because I'll put his face up here for you. She felt like he was a threat. And she had it right. She had it right because ultimately, when it came down to it, not even 3 days later, after her calling, pop, pop, bang, 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 bang. It was over with. Like, that's kind of fucked up, man. Like, that's kind of fucked up. Like, because she called y'all for help. Now, I know it's real hard, like, because, you know, I cover, like, the law type stuff when we talk about cops and citizens' rights and stuff. It's kind of hard for them to really do anything to somebody unless you got, like, concrete evidence that this person is, like, on some other shit. But, man, 3 days later, man, this motherfucker took them girls out and took their friend, their homeboy out. That's just one young man. Triple homicide, y'all. Triple homicide. Anybody hear about this? Anybody? Hey, well, let's go to the next video. Let's go to the next video, yeah, man, because it ain't no point harping on why ain't nobody heard about this, man. Look, man, it ain't no point harping on it, man. Let's just go to the next one. See what we got next, man. We got some other stuff that happened this month, man. Yeah. Let me go to this one right here, because this crazy, man. It's just amazing what's been going on, and we ain't heard nothing but, you know, a bunch of Charlie Kirk shit, man. That's all we've been hearing, but there's been a lot of shit going on, man. But let's check this one out, man. Let's see what we got. What is it?
New at noon, the Associated Press has now named 24-year-old Matthew Ruth of Hanover as the suspect in the deadly York County ambush yesterday. Today, 2 sheriff deputies remain hospitalized and 3 police officers are dead.
Y'all seen that picture at the very beginning, man? Over here on the side, it say 3 have fallen, 2 are fighting. We are praying. So this guy done deleted 3 cops, because I think this is what this story is about. Cops deleted 3 of them, shot 2 more, and the community is praying. All right, let's keep going.
Today, 2 sheriff deputies remain hospitalized and 3 police officers are dead. Good afternoon. I'm Susan Spiro. Right. We have live team coverage of this continuing story. News 8's Marcy Walsh is live at the Northern York County Regional Police Station with more, and Jacob Hunziker is live at the shooting scene. We begin with Jacob.
Yeah, good afternoon to you, Susan. Breaking new developments this noon. A law enforcement official has told us that the man who is accused of shooting and killing those 3 officers here in York County and wounding 2 others has been identified, as you mentioned, as 24-year-old Matthew James Ruth. Now, that official spoke to the Associated Press on the condition of anonymity because they were unable to...
And look, I'll be honest, man, if that ain't a white name, I don't know what is. Say his name one more time. Bro, if that ain't a white name, I don't know what is.
Press on the condition of anonymity because they were unable to speak publicly. Matthew James Ruth. Now that official...
Matthew James Ruth. Yeah, damn. Look, I ain't gonna hold you, man. That's a white sounding name right there.
Official spoke to the Associated Press on the condition of anonymity because they were unable to speak publicly on an ongoing investigation. I want you to take a look at this map this afternoon because we want to give you a better idea where exactly we are currently standing here in York County. So we're on Har Road, which is in between Emig Road and Sempt Road, a very rural part of York County, a lot of farmland, some cornfields. The closest house to the farmhouse where this took place is about a half-mile down the road. So again, a very rural area. I also want you to take a look at this footage from earlier this morning. This is the lone officer that we saw returning to the scene just a couple of hours ago, kneeling down to pay pay his respects, show respect to the fallen brothers that he lost yesterday in this shooting. We also want you to take a look at the scene footage from Airview 8 that we got yesterday. You can see where officers lined the roads leading to that home here on Hall Road. Multiple law enforcement officials who were briefed on the situation tell CNN that the shooter was an ex-boyfriend of a woman who lived in that farmhouse. On Tuesday night, we know that Northern York County Regional Police responded to the home after the woman says she spotted Ruth in a nearby cornfield. When officers arrived, they couldn't find him. According to CNN, officers were returned to the property Wednesday afternoon for a follow-up call. And
it looked like he did that shit for the cameras. I ain't even gonna hold y'all, man.
Ruth, dressed in camouflage, fired shots toward them, ambushed those officers. One of the sheriff's deputies then fired back, hitting and killing that 24-year-old. We spoke with a witness at the scene who says that he had heard about the ex-boyfriend and the relationship with the woman at the home.
24 years old.
When I got past the barn, I heard gunshots, and I was on the road, and then I pulled off, and I just saw a lot of chaos and saw some bodies.
Now, this is the cornfield where we believe, again, that suspect, Matthew James Ruth, ambushed those police officers, which is right across the street from that farmhouse here on Hall Road. We can't confirm if that's the exact spot, but again, that's what we believe to be the case with that police caution tape that has been up since we first arrived on the scene about 4 o'clock this morning. We were expecting more officials to return to the scene throughout the morning to continue to try and piece together what exactly happened here. But aside from that one who came a couple hours ago to kneel down, that's the only officer we've seen return.
Because they ain't trying to talk about it, buddy, because the person that did it was white. We don't want to make a big deal out of this. The suspect was white. We can't have this narrative about us being pushed across the nation. So the day after, you had 5 police officers shot, 3 deleted, 2 fighting for their life. Y'all ain't going back out to the scene, besides one they want to do a photo for the local. Y'all, nobody thinks it's a problem. You got 5 officers that got shot. All I hear is police safety, officer safety, police safety, officer safety all day long when it's a situation with black folks. That's all I hear. It had to happen for officer safety. And they go above and beyond to make sure they justify why they deleted this person. These motherfuckers didn't even show up to the scene the very next day to collect any more evidence. I guess they got everything they needed the first day. They might be that good, y'all. Johnson, they might be that good. They might be that good. They can get it all done in one day. They didn't miss anything. That's crazy, man.
To the scene. We are told we're going to get updates throughout the afternoon with a scheduled press conference at 3 o'clock. Of course, you can count on us here at WGAL to bring you the latest details and information from that press conference as soon as we get it, both on air and online at WGAL.com. We're live in York County this noon. Jacob Hunsinger for WGAL News 8.
A memorial to the slain officers is growing at the Northern York County Regional Police Station. Our live team coverage continues there with News 8's Morrissey Walsh.
Susan, like you said, this memorial has been growing steadily all morning with dozens of people here to pay their respects. Balloons, flowers, even flags. And I want to point out a sign that has been written. 3 have fallen, 2 are fighting, we are praying. And that is the message that most people I've spoken to today have echoed. Dozens of people have been here to the Northern York County Regional Police Department to pay their respects. Most have been having a moment of silence and taking time to touch the yellow letters on the police station building. I
do got a question for this, because I know people do this shit a lot, and I think it's stupid. I'm being honest with you, and y'all don't come at me with pitchforks, but I don't understand the point of, like, who got to clean that shit up? And I don't mean to call it shit because people paying their respects, but I'm like, somebody got to clean that up. Like, somebody got to go pick all that up off the street. I don't understand why people go out of their way and waste money to try to show how much they cared about someone that's not here anymore. Show them while they're alive. Like, damn, you just wasting money trying to put on a fucking show. I really, truly believe that, man. I'm like, look, if you love somebody so much, you ain't got to show me how much you love them after they done passed away. I should know that by the way you treated them while they was alive. Like, somebody got to clean that shit up, man. I'm sorry. I know that's fucked up to say. I know some people will take that like, how dare you? But I just don't get it. I believe in showing people love and praise while they are alive. I think this shit is for show. This shit is for show. Like, what the, if motherfucker know I love them, why the fuck I gotta put a card down? Why I gotta put some flowers down? They knew I loved them and I cared about them while they was on this earth. What the fuck is me going to Office Depot, a Home Depot, or wherever the fuck, Lowe's or some shit, and buying some flowers and some cards and putting them down? What the fuck? That's just for these other motherfuckers out here. That's for these other, all that performative ass shit. I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm sorry. Y'all come with the pitchforks. I'll take the insults on it. But I'm like, bro, I don't get that shit. I don't. I loved you while you was alive. I don't need to show you nothing, man. Paying your respects. I know that's what somebody gonna say. We just paying our respects. Do it however you got to do it, bro. I don't think that's needed.
A woman told me she brought flowers and balloons to show her support to the department during a difficult time.
Well, as the average Joe citizen, you don't know what to do to help. You want the officers to know that you care about them, you support them, and that you mourn with them. The flowers is just our way of saying we're here, whatever you need.
Then go give them some money then.
And like Jacob said, there is a press conference happening today at 3 o'clock, and we will be in attendance to bring you all the latest details. But for now, live in Manchester, Morris, you all.
All right, man. So look, we heard the second story, man. Look, I'm sorry for that, man. I think a lot of people just be being performative, man, trying to act like they cared and shit, man. I've seen people at funerals compete to who cared the most about the person that passed away. I just done seen it so much, and I'm like, man, that person knew I loved them. And I showed it while they was alive. I don't gotta show none of y'all motherfuckers around here that I love somebody. But we had another situation in this country where we had an individual, a Caucasian one, that 24 decided he was just gonna pow the police. Like, it's one thing that, you know, the first video, I know a lot of people don't care about that. That's 3 Ethiopians, you know, brown people. You know, we don't really care about them black folks. But then you got 5 officers. Pow. 3 of them are not coming back. They got sent to wherever they might go, whether it's the upper room or the lower room, because I don't know who they are as people. I don't know how they live their lives. But they got sent one of the 2 places. The other 2 are fighting for their lives. And I just want to ask the question again. How many of y'all heard about this? How many? Anybody? We got another young Caucasian gentleman shooting up some shit, but and this time he shot up the police. And I ain't heard one effing peep. But I always hear about what's going on in Chicago. You know, some people got shot in Chicago. But I don't hear nothing about none of this. And y'all losing your own. This your own shooting your own. But either way, though, that's neither here nor there. It's neither here nor there. Because we got to keep moving, y'all. We got to keep moving. We got to keep grooving. Because tonight, this is a come to Jesus moment. We're going to talk about these things because I understand there's a bullseye on my community. And there's a narrative that's been put on my community of who we are, as if nobody else does any of these things. And it's like, it's amazing that you're hearing about what these people are doing, because you never hear about what these people are doing. It's always just about what somebody else is doing. Well, let's pull that curtain back a little bit, y'all. Let's pull it back just a little bit, and let's take a nice little look. So let's go on to the next video. What we got right here? Let's see what we got.
Breaking tonight, a North Carolina man who allegedly vowed to shoot up black preschoolers has been caught by the FBI.
The suspect is 25-year-old Zachary Newell. Allegedly said he wanted...
Hey, man, that's what I'm talking about, man. Look at it. That's a strong man right there. That's a strong man. That's a strong man. Let that girl say what he said again. And look, they made sure they put the 2 black anchors up here for this one, right? They made sure they put the 2 black anchors up for this one. Let us say it again, what he did.
And who allegedly vowed to shoot up black preschoolers has been caught by the FBI.
The suspect is 25-year-old Zachary Newell. Allegedly said he wanted
preschoolers. One more time, man. Just for the people in the back. Preschoolers, y'all. I want y'all to make sure y'all understand this. Preschoolers.
Breaking tonight, a North Carolina man who allegedly vowed to shoot up black preschoolers has been caught by the FBI.
The suspect is
preschoolers. I know communities that have more energy for a black man shooting another black man in the back. But I ain't heard shit about this. This man wanted to go shoot up preschoolers, and he specified which ones he wanted to shoot. No outrage. No outrage. Ain't heard a peep. But either way, though, let's find out some more about this guy, because the local government didn't arrest this motherfucker. I hope y'all know it shows the FBI arrested this person, not the local government, not the people in the town that's supposed to protect the town. FBI.
This 25-year-old Zachary Newell allegedly said he wanted to injure or kill 20 black children, among other violent and racist threats, in a comment on YouTube. Brian Trader's been following this from the Live Center. Brian?
Now, let's show you where this is all happening. It's in Carteret County, down to the coast in Newport, North Carolina. According to the FBI, 25-year-old Zachary Newell on August 26th and 27th posted racist, violent comments on YouTube, including one where he said he planned to shoot up a preschool, injuring or killing at least 20 black children. On the 31st, Google reported that to the FBI, and then later that day, deputies in Carteret County confronted Newell, and they say at that point he admitted to making that comment. They executed a search warrant and took him into custody, charging him with a state charge of communicating threats of mass violence to an educational facility. No, he did not specify any particular preschool, and they say that he then posted bond and was released. Later that night, the FBI took Newell back into custody, and now he's facing a federal charge. If convicted, he could face up to 5 years in federal prison.
Oh, only 5 years, y'all. Threatened to delete kids on the internet, preschoolers at that, and made sure he specified that they were black. If he gets convicted, 5 years, you know. And then my boy out said, I just looked at Fox News YouTube page. All they covering is Kirk and one video about a rich person getting a divorce. Shaking my damn head. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I know CNN ain't covering these things. MSNBC ain't covering these things. These national television news, like these organizations, like I'll be tripping when one person tells me, yeah, CNN and MSNBC, but they watch Fox. I'm like, do you not understand? These are like the three state like propaganda networks in the country. They the 3 biggest propaganda networks in the country, and you like fuck one of them or fuck both 2 of them, but you still watch another one. It's like all of Newsmax, all that shit. These people, you better off watching your local news to find out what the hell is going on, because what the news is supposed to be, y'all, is they report the news. They don't do opinion shows. And that's all of these bitches are now. They're just opinion shows. They have segments throughout the day when they know people are at work, and they'll have them like report the news for the day or some shit. But majority of the time, all it is talk shows, man. Talk show hosts pushing an agenda. Like, it's crazy, man. This man threatened to delete at least 20 black preschoolers. He wanted to go take out kids. I'm talking about little babies, y'all. Babies. Hey, man, Zachary, if you got some hate for the black community, why don't you go to the hood and go get that off? Like, y'all notice that it never comes down to them ever coming to the hood. Coming to where they know black people that can actually defend themselves will be at. They go to the softest, targets. They go for you go shoot up a church, Dylan Roof, with old people in there praying to Jesus. Old black folks praying to Jesus. This sick ass motherfucker right here tries to go to a preschool, threatens to go to a preschool and harm preschoolers. Why don't you come to the hood at 12 o'clock in the afternoon and see what's popping? Why don't you do that? Since you're so big and bad and brave and you got so much hate in your heart. But no, we don't talk about this, y'all. We don't talk about this. This stuff right here doesn't get covered. This shit right here don't get covered. But, you know, we got to hear about what happened in Chicago last week, though, right? We got to hear about what happened in Chicago last week, right? Matter of fact, I ain't done. Let's keep going. Let's keep fucking going, y'all, because we got some more to talk about. We got some more to talk about, man. Ain't no point in sitting around here playing. Let's just keep going. We're going to keep going because there's a lot of things that happened this month that a lot of y'all probably didn't hear about. And we're going to talk about it. So either way, though, on to the next one, man. Let's see what we got.
Continuing following that breaking news, and right now, law enforcement in Fannin County are looking for the person who allegedly shot a McKaysville police officer overnight.
Yeah, the chief says the officer was shot on Kingtown Street while responding to a call for service. Let's get out to 11 Alive's Chase Howell, who just got to this scene, who arrived at that scene shortly.
Yeah, but still, Chase, you're learning some brand new information for us. What you got?
Dan, Ariana, so I'm actually on First Street off of Kingtown Street. And look, so I'm hearing from neighbors that officer was shot here at this home during that call for service. And I just spoke to some neighbors who say they heard one shot and then maybe 10 seconds went by and they heard 4 more shots. And they say when they came outside to see what was going on, they saw an officer laying next to his truck on his back. And they say as quick as that happened, several more people in law enforcement came here and just surrounded that officer to get him to safety. They also said they saw that person of interest who police haven't saw run toward these woods over here next to that house where that officer was shot at. Right now, we don't know where that officer was shot. We just know that he was shot and he's in critical condition. But within the last 45 minutes, I would say the Pickens County Sheriff's Office did identify that McKaysville officer as Captain Brantley Worley. Now, we're working to learn more about how long he's been within the force for, but I want to tell you again, what we know right now is that an officer, and according to the Pickens County Sheriff's Office, that officer's name was Captain Brantley Worley, and he was shot and taken to an area hospital in critical condition. Neighbors say again, they heard one shot. Someone described it as an acorn dropping on a tin roof. And then 10 seconds later, they heard 4 more shots and they knew something bad happened, and something did happen. Again, an officer, a McKaysville officer, shot and is in critical condition. We're working to learn more from the chief of police here. And when we get that, we'll bring you the newest information. But for now, live in McKaysville, Chase Howell.
Live in McKaysville. And I know some people like, man, what this got to do with anything? How we know that was a white person that did that shit, man? We don't know that. We don't know that shit. Now, why is my shit moving while I'm not even... Did I click on something? Yeah, I clicked on something. Is my mouse acting funny? My mouse might be acting funny. Yeah, my bad. Here you go. Either way, though, let's go and see the suspect, y'all. Let's see the suspect. This is the guy that did
We're on top
that.
of breaking news this morning. There's a statewide manhunt for the person who shot and critically injured a North Georgia police officer. That
Suspect into
McKaysville
custody.
officer is in critical condition. Let's listen to the police chief.
We will not rest until Timothy Ramsey is apprehended and justice is served.
Timothy goddamn Ramsey, y'all. Fuck!
Thank you. Have you had run-ins with this guy before? We have had run-ins with this subject before, yes, sir.
What was the full situation surrounding what happened?
Our officers responded to a suspicious person at a residence. Upon their arrival, gunshots was exchanged, and our officer was hit in the face, and he's in critical condition in Chattanooga, Tennessee at a hospital. He has multiple brain bleeds. He has a broken neck, and he's got fluid on his lungs at this time. He has small children and a family, so please remember him and his family.
It's a small town like this, really hard, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
With all the different agencies right here, we also saw HSI was out here earlier today.
Okay.
How
you see the response from all of the different agencies. What does it mean that everyone's coming to help this search and to help in this manhunt?
Being in a small community like we are, in the state of Georgia like we are, thankful that we have a governor and a law enforcement community that supports us. And when we need help, they're there to help.
Any other message you'd like to send to the community about this young officer?
Just please remember him and his family. A great guy. He is also an ordained minister, a man of faith. And
great question. How's he a young officer and he's a captain? Y'all promoting people that fast? Because usually I thought it took a while to get the captain. It looked like you got captain wings on too. Didn't they say captain earlier? Or maybe I could be confused, y'all, but I thought they said he was a captain.
He needs our prayers.
He's got them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And that was Chief Michael Early for the McKaysville Police Department speaking there. He was talking about the suspect being a Timothy Craig Ramsey, 26-year-old white male at 5'11", weighing approximately 185 pounds. Again, that manhunt has been going on since last night. It has continued into this morning, as you guys heard from that press conference there. Very emotional. This is a small town near the Tennessee border. Really, only about 1,100 people live here. We've talked to numerous residents have actually been stopping and asking us what happened. This is not something that you normally see in a community like this. It has been as you heard, massive.
Damn, that boy put a lot of grease in his hair, man. I'm gonna call him Captain Slickback. God damn, you put a lot of shit in your head, boy. See, I know that shit. You gonna sweat that shit out later.
Police response from numerous different counties, numerous different jurisdictions. And again, small town right on the other side of the Tennessee border. You could almost throw a rock into Tennessee from where we are standing. So he was, we're told he was helicoptered to a hospital in Chattanooga. That's the nearest major city to where we are, and that he is in critical condition. You heard the chief talk right there about the significance of those injuries. Absolutely terrible to hear about what this is going through right now, but a massive manhunt. We're told that a BOLO is going to be put out, as well as a blue alert, which is a statewide alert that goes out when an officer is wounded or killed, and they're searching for a suspect. We have a photo of the suspect. I don't know if we have been showing that or not, but his name, once again, Timothy Craig Ramsey, 26-year-old, 5'11" white male. As you heard, Chief Early said that they have had run-ins with this man in the past. We're told that he might be wearing a green top with dark colored bottoms and a dark motorcycle helmet. That's what he was wearing when he was last seen. The charges he is wanted on: aggravated assault with intent to murder a police officer. He is considered armed and extremely dangerous. You're encouraged to call 911 if you see him. So obviously a terrible situation out here in this small community, absolutely rocked by what has been going on here this morning. One resident I spoke to earlier told me that he and his wife and their kids are going to be locking themselves in their home today. They live just a few blocks from where all of this took place. So again, Brantley Worley, captain with the McKaysville Police Department, shot, seriously injured, care flighted to Chattanooga.
Yeah, they say he's a captain. Are you a captain in... Look, I'm sorry, man. I was in the military, man. We do ranks differently and shit, man. If you can become a captain real quick in a police office, like the police department, I guess in that police department, you can become a captain quick. Because they're talking about he ain't even been on the force that long. Like, I can understand maybe you came from another department with some rank and shit, but I'm like, does that shit even transfer like that? Does your rank just magically transfer like that when you got to switch departments and shit? It probably do to a certain extent. Maybe your pay get to stay the same. Well, maybe not if you ain't trained, because you might got fired or quit. You got trying to get a new job. You got to start at the bottom. I don't care about you. Man, look. He said captain again. I'm sorry. I thought I was hoping I wasn't confused with him saying captain, but he said captain again. So I don't know how that dude was a captain when they talking about they don't know how long he been on why the fuck would a captain be going out on a call like that anyways? Ain't they supposed to be in the office?
Timothy Craig Ramsey, the 26-year-old suspect wanted in that shooting.
It's confusing.
Reporting live from McKaysville, Joshua Skinner, Atlanta News First.
And Joshua, we know they are getting so much support from law enforcement agencies from all over. You've been telling us this is such a small community, a very small police department affected by this tragedy. So as they look for this suspect now, officers and deputies are coming from all over Georgia. So we will stay in touch with you there in McKaysville, in Fannin County. We know that we're hearing from Governor Brian Kemp. He released a statement this morning saying that Marty, the girls, and I are asking all Georgians to join us in praying for this officer who was shot in the line of duty, as well as all law enforcement who face this kind of danger on a regular basis. Prayers are coming in this morning.
And look, y'all, I want y'all to know that I'm about to show y'all how they talk about black folks, the messages that they give out after, like how the police chief and the state senators give out messages when it's a black suspect that does something. I want y'all to hear how they talk about it. They just had one of their officers get shot in the fucking head. And they talking about Marty, the girls, and I are asking all Georgians join us in praying for this officer who was shot in the line of duty, as well as all law enforcement who face this kind of danger on a regular basis. That's what he's saying. But I want y'all to see the difference when it's a black suspect that done did something. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all what they said about the father who ran over a police officer the day after matter of fact, they showed him that day how they deleted his son. The day after they deleted his son, I'm gonna show you what they said about him compared to what they just said about this guy. But either way, let's finish this one out.
Morning for this McKaysville officer we heard there, who was a father and even an ordained minister. We are staying on top of this story for you all morning.
Yeah. All right, so pretty much what we got right there, y'all heard it here first. You had this guy try to possibly delete. Hey, he said he shot him in the head, so look, it's not a good look. I had a cousin that got shot in the head, man. You usually don't come back from that, man. You might live a few years after that, but look, there's some people that come through it, but that's not the norm. But the officer got shot in the head by this dude, this thug criminal, and he's on the run. And the way they want to respond, is our thoughts and our prayers for you, you know. Yeah, let me see if I can find it. Yeah. Rodney Hinton Jr. Let's see. Let me type that in. I be finding shit quick. All right, press conference. Yeah, we need press conference. There we go. And I don't know what I clicked on my computer, bro, but this shit is just dragging everything. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. Yeah, but we gonna go through some of this. We're gonna go through some of this real quick. But yeah, look, we saw the energy that they had for this white assailant that possibly deleted a cop. Let's see the energy get switched up. Let's see. I want to find a shorter one. But matter of fact, yeah. Here we go. Let me see.
Reporting live from Atlanta for
Oh, listen, they got to say fuck them. Fuck them. I'm sorry. I don't fuck with shit. None of the shit they be talking about, because them motherfuckers be on some shit. They be on some funny shit. They got something better than what I clicked on. All right, whatever the hell.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much for your patience in waiting. We've had a very difficult week, as you can imagine.
I don't hear none of that.
Today we
I
did
want to hear the
present
police chief. Yeah.
the
Let's hear the
case
police
against
chief.
Rodney.
As we speak, Larry Henderson's viewing is commencing, and we have opened it to the public. We set out time.
What do you think of that? Multiple
All right, here we go.
people
Yeah, we're
from
taking
former
questions.
FOP
Let's hear the
officers,
questions.
things along those lines have called for it to be pursued as a death penalty case. But what are your thoughts on the death penalty being applied here?
I stand with the prosecutor. I am the sheriff of Hamilton County. I have sworn to uphold the law, and the prosecutor is following the grand jury and all of the processes that are played out in the criminal justice system. I don't touch every one of those systems. What I do is enforce laws, and I stand for law enforcement. I stand for transparency. My opinion of the case is a professional one, and my opinion is we, as law enforcement officers, will continue to do our job. We understand that there are crimes that get committed, and they're heinous crimes, and they're crimes that elicit emotion from the public. They're crimes that there are people in the public want to see justice. And we are here to be transparent about our actions, but I do not deliver opinions as far as guilt or innocence. That
Look, and the sad part, I'm actually happy this person said what they said, man. I'm actually, look, I'm giving somebody some props right now. Because, like, baby girl, you ain't what I was looking for. I give you props for saying what you said. I give you props for saying what you said, because we don't normally get that. We don't normally get that. That's respectable right out back. Let me see. What she is? The sheriff? Yeah, she the sheriff. Let me see, police chief. What the police chief say? Yeah, let's see what the police chief said. See, why is Hype News popping up on my shit, bruh? Man, hold up, man. Can I say I don't like this shit? Man, Hype News needs to stop popping up on my shit, man. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Of excessive use.
Yeah, can I get the police chief?
In the courtroom? We spoke with Antoinette Holloway. She isn't a licensed attorney.
I don't need to hear that, man. I'm trying.
The group held this town hall Monday night to organize.
I'm trying, man. Look, whatever the hell. I can't show y'all that because I ain't finna look for it. I didn't have that planned for the night, anyways. That was a little sidebar. But let's get back to the videos that we were supposed to be talking about, because we got to talk about this problem that we got in America. Because we just had a cop get shot in the head by some. Gotta say it what it is. Yeah, by some white assailant. And all I keep hearing is about what black people this and black people that and black people this and black people that, but we ain't done it, y'all. We got some more shit to get through. We got some more shit to go through, man. You know, a lot of this shit, all this shit I'm sure shit has been happening just this month, and y'all don't never get to hear about it, man. Y'all never get to hear about it because this ain't something they talking about. So next we going to Kentucky. Let's go to Kentucky, man. What happened out there in Kentucky?
Two Boone County deputies are recovering at UC Medical Center after they were shot in Walton. Thanks for joining us here at noon. I'm Stephen Albritton.
And I'm Kelly Rippin. So the hours-long standoff ended with the suspect dead. He has just now been identified as 39-year-old Justin Chapman. Officers continue to show up at the hospital overnight into this morning in support of those injured deputies. They were there serving a warrant when the suspect then opened fire. So again, leading the way with team coverage for you on this Friday afternoon on how those officers are doing and where this all started. We want to begin with WLWT News 5's Brian Hamrick. He's in Boone County for us with new details on the man deputies were there to serve. Brian.
Yeah, Kelly, gunfire, tear gas, deputy shot. It was a chaotic night here at the Town Creek Crossing Apartments in Walton. Take a look. This will give you an indication of the kind of violence that was out here. Look at the front of this apartment building where this all happened. Those windows are busted out. We're told that is from the tear gas canisters that were launched through those windows, the upstairs part of this apartment. It began when deputies tried to serve a warrant. They broke through the door, and this is what happened next.
Ooh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
2 deputies were shot multiple times. Both survived. The suspect barricading himself inside. SWAT teams and multiple other departments were called out. It was a standoff. Eventually, deputies launched those tear gas canisters through the windows of the apartment where the suspect was hiding. There was no reaction from the suspect inside. Deputies then sent a drone inside, flew it to the upstairs bedroom. That's where they were able to see the suspect. He was unresponsive. Investigators say it appears the suspect died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. People who live in these apartments are stunned.
I was thinking I have to get in the house. I have to just make it out of here alive, basically. Like I said, I've seen other warrants executed other places I've lived. It's never been that dramatic. The last thing I expect.
Where y'all think she been living? You think she been living in all white, or you think she been living in like mixed communities? Because I think she been trying to live in all white communities, but she needs somebody to fix her eyebrows. Like whoever do her eyebrows need to fix that shit, because them shits are not even, baby girl. But yeah, keep going.
Was gunshots.
Yeah, again, the coroner has now released the name of the suspect, Justin Chapman. He was 39 years old. The names of the deputies have not been released. Reporting live, Brian Hemrick, WLWT News 5.
Yeah, Brian, as she alluded to, oftentimes when a warrant is served, it's very uneventful. So this definitely took a turn. What do we know about the warrant that deputies were there to serve?
Well, we're told this was for felony non-support child support. So that's what this was for. And they do.
Man, snapped on child support, man. I ain't gonna, hey, look, he snapped on child support.
Raised to the level of a felony. Now, apparently, there were a lot of deputies for a low-level felony like that, but we were told by neighbors that the sheriff's department had been here multiple times and that the man just stayed inside. So apparently, they had some indication that this could be more than a normal serving of a warrant. And we're told that this man was known to clean his gun in the window here. So a lot of people knew that he had weapons. Investigators have not said anything about that part, what they knew, what they didn't, and why they prepared like that. This is what residents are telling us out here.
All right, much more to come. Brian Hamrick reporting for us this morning. Brian.
So you got a guy that's getting a warrant served on him for, I'm guessing, unpaid child support. And supposedly the police have been out there multiple times, and he just stayed inside and answered the door. So they come up with, we just gonna bring a whole bunch of us and break his door down. And as soon as they broke his door down, he started firing. He started letting off. Hey, look, I'm just gonna tell you this, and I can get you on both sides on this one. I think anyone that put me in on child support, I think something wrong with you, unless he just a certified deadbeat. If it's just some shit that y'all just can't get along and you want to get back at him type shit, which I see happens majority of the time, then I'm gonna have an issue with you. But if he just a deadbeat and he just choosing not to pay for his kids, by all means. But you got the police running up on somebody that deep to serve a warrant for what? Unpaid child support. You want to take the man to jail for not paying for his kids. And y'all came that deep and y'all busted in his door and he started firing. That you don't usually see that in the black community, y'all. Y'all don't usually see shit like that happen. But I bet money y'all don't see this happen in the white community either, because they don't show you shit like this. How many of y'all heard about this? 2 more cops get shot. I didn't watch all these videos, man. I got sent this. I got referred this idea to do this show, y'all. And I thought it was great. I thought it was a great idea. I'm like, look, just send me videos. And these videos are crazy. It's like we done covered 3 different videos of white dudes shooting cops. And you ain't heard nothing about this shit, man. Ain't nobody heard nothing about this. Ain't nobody. Look, it's like when they go to the hood and something happened and they ask me, "What you see, man?" I ain't see shit. Ain't nobody seen shit when it comes to none of this. This man popped 2 of their asses. He popped 2 of their asses, and it's just hush around here, right? We just gonna handle it in our city. We're gonna keep it right here. We're not talking crazy about the suspect, nothing like that. We're just gonna keep it in town, baby. We just gonna keep that shit in town. Let's go to one that's a little bit darker. We're gonna go to one that's a little bit darker, y'all, because I've been here for a little bit, and I don't plan on being here all night. But this right here, this is one of the sickest ones I saw. This is one of the sickest ones I saw. And I'm like, how the hell is this not national news? How the hell is this not covered by some reputable company that I actually think are reputable? Because, you know, like I have my own opinions about people. But either way, though, let's see what this one talking about, man. Because this one right here, I know y'all probably didn't hear about this shit.
All right, so it was around 11:30 p.m., June 24th, when Florence County deputies got the call. A shooting on a rural road near Johnsonville, South Carolina. When officers arrived, they found 16-year-old Trey Wright lying in the middle of the road, shot multiple times, twice in the chest, and barely clinging to life. Trey was a rising sophomore at Johnsonville High. He played varsity football, varsity baseball. He rode dirt bikes. He was just 16 years old. He was rushed to the hospital, but sadly did not survive. And Trey's death might have been written off as another small town mystery, but then there was video and photos that surfaced. And police say they now know Trey was lured to his death in a calculated plot allegedly set up by his own girlfriend. They say she brought another boy, her other romantic interest, to that country road where a group of teens then actually filmed the showdown. That's how they had the video of this whole thing. You see the photos there. 19-year-old Devin Raper, who had already allegedly flashed a gun at...
What kind of last name did he just say?
19-year-old Devin Raper, who had
Jesus Christ.
I would not want to have that last name.
Already allegedly flashed a gun at Trey before, argued with him over the girl until it ended in gunfire. And the next day, police ended up arresting Raper. You see the mugshot, charged with murder and possession of a weapon during a violent crime. And then 5 days later, Trey's girlfriend, 17-year-old Gianna Kistenmacher, this girl here, she was arrested too. She was charged with accessory before the fact. Investigators say she drove Raper to the scene, knowing that he was armed and, quote, that there would be a complication likely to lead to death. At Raper's first court appearance, he tried to argue his case to the judge. Listen to this.
I did not do none of this. There was 4 more people. All right, I'm not here to try. I understand that. I'm not here to try your case, but you can speak to law enforcement and you know.
So he was trying to say, you're not supposed to say those sort of things at your first appearance, by the way. You're just supposed to stay quiet. But the judge obviously didn't want to hear it. Over the next few weeks, those other people started to materialize. 18-year-old Hunter Kendall, these are all the mugs here. 17-year-old Sydney Kearns, 18-year-old Corinne Belviso, all charged as adults under South Carolina law for allegedly setting up this murder.
There they charge them as adults, even though they're 18, 17, 19, 18, and 17, but they charge little black kids at 14 as adults, man. Like, come on, man. We got Uncanny in the building, man. What's up, Uncanny, man? What's the word, Thunderbird, man?
Hey, what's up? What's going on, man?
See what's going on.
I heard some of the stories, but you ever address that Utah Grim Reaper?
No, I haven't. I guess that might be next. You got it. What happened with that situation?
Oh, he killed the hero.
That was the hero.
White supremacist leader the hero.
I ain't heard about it. I ain't heard. Look, and that's probably on purpose. It's
No,
probably
you
another
heard-
one of
you-
these stories like this.
You know who he is. It's been like a week.
Oh, you talking about? Oh, you a motherfucker, Uncanny. I just thought about that.
The master debater. That's what South Park was calling him. Master debater.
I'm not gonna respond to that.
No, I'm serious. South Park was calling him. Look, but it's not master. You know, it's master debater, like the debate.
Mm-hmm.
And he like to drink water. He got like a weird haircut.
I know who you talking about.
Oh, okay. Well, the Utah Grim Reaper, they were talking about him. I thought that's what was tonight's show. I was listening to some of the stuff.
Nah, I'm not gonna lead up to that. I'm actually gonna finish that last conversation out on that one tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna finish the last part.
I was trying to listen. I was trying to tune in, but my manager, she was I got one of them managers, man.
You need to start slacking at your job, and then she won't be saying that to you.
She's one of the managers you gotta run out on. Like, you just gotta
Oh, you got a manager that's trying to touch you.
No. No. She wouldn't, like, she the type that, like, complains for no reason.
I know those types. I
never had I'm serious, like, in all the 3 stores I've been to, I've never had a manager like her. Like, every other manager that I've had, I even had a Transformer manager. And that Transformer manager was a better manager than this manager that I have. Not by, like, the complaints. Like, you know how it is.
Yeah, I know how it. Look, I used to work in. You work in semi-fast food, but I used to work in fast food, so I know how they be. And the managers always that you be looking at like, how the hell did he get this job?
Yeah, like all you do is complain and not do nothing, and like, what the fuck? The worst part about it was like I was done. I could have left. She wanted me to do all this shit at the end. I was like, oh shit.
I feel for you,
ran
man.
Out on her. I should have ran out on her when I threw out the trash like I did the other day.
You should have. It was like, look, I was already done. I would have walked the fuck out. But yeah, back to the topic. Yeah, back to the topic, Uncanny.
Is this the story about the kids that beat up the dude? They were fighting by in Florida. They were fighting.
Oh no, this ain't the pool one. I ain't got to the pool one yet, man. Don't be spoiling stuff.
No, I don't know this one.
Yeah, so he gonna sit back and listen to it real quick.
All right.
Sit back and listen to it real quick, like, cause they going through the names of the people that set this young man up. So here we go.
To stay quiet, but judge obviously didn't want to hear it. Over the next few weeks, those other people started to materialize. 18-year-old Hunter Kendall, these are all the mugs here. 17-year-old Sydney Kearns, 18-year-old Corinne Belviso, all charged as adults under South Carolina law for allegedly setting up this murder. 4 others too. They're too young to name. They were also charged. That's why the names and the mug pictures aren't there, though. But look at all of these young people. Wow, their lives pretty much ruined now. Florence County Sheriff's Office says they...
Think about how they talking about them. All these young people, their lives are ruined now. They set a young man up to get deleted. Y'all talk worse about a motherfucker that steal candy out of a goddamn gas station.
Expect a 10th suspect. There's going to be a 10th suspect who is expected to turn themselves in soon. So we will stay on top of that story. But apparently the police have video to prove all of this.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our news.
Think about how crazy it is how they talk about that. You had all these individuals that gathered together because they wanted this other kid to delete this other kid, and they all came for it. And you talk about them like, oh, they just ruined their lives. What? Go ahead, Uncanny. Go ahead, man.
Oh, that kind of reminded me of that movie that was based on a true story, and it was in Florida. It was a lot of the. I don't know if you've heard this story. It's a movie called Bully. Yeah, remember the movie?
Yeah. Keep going.
It was about these kids. It was like, okay, it was about these kids. They were all like European American, and this one kid, he kept bullying his friend. Like I don't know if the movie's accurate, but supposedly this is what happened. He his friend who he was bullying, he was like, they were doing like damn, I don't know what's the YouTube word for the
I gotta see where you're going. No,
Oh,
you just say
people.
gay people. You just say gay people.
Okay, because I don't want to get you demonetized. So it was a gay. So he had his homeboy for some reason. I don't know why, but he had his friend doing. He was like stripping at a gay club.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah, and then like when he was talking to this one girl. I don't know if this is true. They showed this in the movie, but supposedly this is like why some of the reasons why they deleted this guy. He so let's say I'm sleeping with person, right? And let's say you're the bully, and he walks in, he goes, my turn, he punches, you punch me, and then you just like R-word the girl.
Yeah, that's a little crazy right there.
I'm telling you, this movie was crazy. But they all got together, and it was like 8 of them, and they all decided to delete him, and they wanted to throw his body in Alligator Alley, which is over there by the like middle.
Yeah, you be watching some dark movies.
Oh, I guess. I mean, yeah.
Hey man, look, I ain't judging you for it.
I mean, it's similar to the situation that the story was, and it was like, so they all gathered together to delete this person, and they all went to prison.
Man, I'm like, all these little demons definitely need to go. They need to go, because I'm like, man, that's kind of crazy. And the sad part is the person who set it all up to make sure it happened was his own girlfriend. Think about that.
It was what?
His girlfriend was the one who set it up. She drove the other guy to meet her boyfriend.
Oh wow.
That's like some crazy shit right there. I'm like, man, like really? You could have really? There's so many other things you could have did, baby girl. You could have broke up with that young man. You could have went on about your business. You wanted to be with the other guy, but I'm like, you drove the guy that you knew had a gun on him to go delete your boyfriend, and you brought a whole bunch of other people with you too to watch it happen. I was like, man, like what are we doing around here, man? And shout out to Marcus. I see you in the building. He said, "What's up, man?" And we got Miss Alexis from Texas in the back, sister soul sister.
Hey.
I'll let Alexis get on up in here, man. Look, and you need to get Uncanny. He been talking shit about the Chiefs.
No, I did not. Oh my God, I have not said anything about the Chiefs for like 2 weeks.
Hey, I told you, remember, like, I don't even know who that is. Like, I don't even know who that is. But anyway, yeah,
You
I'm
gotta
here.
tell people, hey, who you are and
Oh,
all
my
that.
bad. I didn't know I was doing all that right now. But anyway, I'm Alexis from Texas. I'm here. And so what was you saying? What is this video?
This pretty much this a video that you had a group of teenagers, a lot of them 18, 19, and 17, that deleted a kid. One of them deleted him by shooting him in the chest, but his girlfriend set him up, and all of them showed up for his deletion, and we ain't heard nothing about it. Like, I'm surprised that ain't nobody heard nothing about this, because it's kind of like we keep talking about all this violence with the youth and all this violence across the country, and, you know, we need to fix this. But I'm like, I don't even know what number video I'm on right now. And I'm like, all these videos, ain't nobody told me that they heard about none of these. I've been asking all night. Has anybody heard about this? And this all didn't happen within this fucking month, besides the one I just showed, which happened to like 2 months ago. Happened like 2 months ago. And ain't nobody still heard about it. So I'm like,
you know why, right? We know why. It's because we are conscious of what is going on. Like, how they, like, where was this taking place at?
this last one took place in, let me go back, because I had clicked out, I had went to some other shit. Let me go back. I think this happened in fucking, hold on, let me make sure before I say a place, because I could be wrong. This one happened in Banfield. Banfield? Where the fuck in Banfield? Yeah, we're gonna have to listen to a little bit of it again so I can make sure I know exactly where it came, like where it happened at, because I couldn't tell you right now.
Let it be Ohio.
11:30 p.m. June 24th, when Florence County deputies got the call, a shooting on a rural road near Johnsonville, South Carolina. Went off.
South Carolina. All right.
So, Carolinas is still considered a little southern-ish, but like when you
putting all these criminals up here, all these thugs.
Yeah, they are. But like when you've been around these type of, because they look like that picture that they showed, I guess, of one of them with his mom. Is right before they showed all of them, there was a picture. It looked like one of them with his mom or somebody.
Nah, I don't think that was in this one.
Well, like, because they just showed, it was like a picture of him. Yeah, like it's down.
Oh, yeah,
that's right there.
Yeah, that's the kid that got murked. They murked him.
Oh, but like I'm saying, his aesthetic and just looking at them in those pictures, like we know those type of white people.
Yeah, they want to be black. Those are white kids. That's the white dudes that want to be black, hang out with the black people and all that shit.
And not even that they want to be black per se, but you know how they like get down with especially like Hispanics and stuff like that. Like if they're in a certain area that gives off that almost ghetto or low income, you know what I'm saying? That gives that off a little bit. We've seen them. We've been around them. We know these motherfuckers do that dumbass shit. We know of them doing that type of shit. Like that.
He the one that got deleted though, Alexis. He the one that got deleted.
No, but that's what I'm saying. We've heard those stories. We know about the, you know what I'm saying? We know to where like we listening to it and even we can question like, yeah, why ain't nobody saying nothing about that? But it ain't nothing new to us.
Well, the point that I'm trying to get at, because I think you're getting at a different point. Point that I'm getting at is he got deleted by a whole bunch of white kids. They all was in coerced to get him deleted. And the one in the middle, Devin Raper, crazy last name, Devin Raper was the one who deleted him.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying, oh dude, he looked like his girlfriend is up there, right? One of them is his girl.
She the one, okay. Yeah, she the one, Gina, I can't pronounce her last name.
You can tell they're all in the same type of community. You know what I'm saying? Like they all have a certain type of look and vibe to where I'm saying like we know those type of white people and they do crazy shit like that. So even though we ain't hearing about it, it ain't like new to us. We ain't surprised that these motherfuckers be doing that. Like that's what I'm saying. Like so even though we can sit here and be like, damn, why ain't nobody saying nothing? We know why they ain't saying nothing.
Well, it ain't because they ain't ghetto though. I can tell you that. It ain't
no,
because they ain't ghetto.
I'm not even saying ghetto, but I'm just not even ghetto per se. Like it's different. It's not really ghetto to where they act like they trying to be black or something, but it's their own little thing of theirs to where that's what I'm saying. We come in contact with them just on like interchangeable shit because like it'll be a community that ain't that far from us. You know what I'm saying? It may not be a suburb per se where they got money like that, but they would what you consider middle class, but not actually poor. So like they still have a certain type of aura with themselves to where that's what I'm saying. We've run into them before. They all look in that type of community. Like they all have that look. I'm just saying.
I just think these some upstanding white people that came from great families, great backgrounds. They was raised by their mother and their father.
You right.
Go to church on Sunday. Like, look, man, we gotta think the highest of these people, man. I ain't gonna say they like them that majority of white folks in America. They ain't gonna. They the tippity top of the tippity top.
Nah,
and these upstanding white individuals in America that go to school, get good grades. Fucking go to church every Sunday, donate on the weekends, sell Girl Scout cookies, part of the Boy Scouts. That's who this is right here. Because that's the narrative that's pushed to us.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna look at them like that, and I want you to understand the folks that have that standard to them, they did this.
Yeah.
Think about that. Now, because it's always the worst of the worst when it comes to us. Well, guess what? It's gonna be the best of the best when it comes to y'all.
Mm-hmm.
These some upstanding kids right here. They just happen to, they just happen to ruin their lives. Like the guy said at the end. I want y'all to hear that guy say that at the end. He said that shit like he was sad in the motherfucker too, man.
A 10th suspect who is expected to turn themselves in soon. So we will stay on top of that. The names and the mug pictures aren't there though. But look at all of these young people. Wow, their lives pretty much ruined now. Florence County pictures aren't there though. But look at all of these young people. Wow, their lives pretty much ruined now. Florence County
said it like he said. Like you said for some motherfuckers that deleted a kid. Set a kid up and deleted them. Why you sad for them? These some fucking devils. These some thugs. These some criminals.
And they've been like that.
But unfortunately, they ruined their lives. It amazes me how we talk. Shit. Even some of us talk like that. Let's be real. Like that type of grace, in spite of outright evil, but let a motherfucker steal something out of a store during a time in California when, they say they're not going to prosecute small petty crimes. Look at these thugs. Look at these criminals stealing clothes and cookies and shit. And these motherfuckers deleting people in your own community. And you got more grace for them. Some people who took a life, you can have more grace for than somebody that stole some snickerdoodles off the aisle. It's amazing to me how we look at this. It's amazing. It blows my mind how people get around it. But I'm going to show another one because, we talk about all these thugs, man. We got all these so-called thugs in the black community and shit. And I'm like, what they at? Because I see a lot of things in my lifetime. I've seen a lot of things in my lifetime. And some of these things that I've seen, man, look, I'm trying to tell you, like, it ain't just for one group of people. Like, but from the narrative that I get, and from the narrative that a lot of other people get, it's just one community. So, let me show one more. Let me show one more. Check this one out, y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think.
The big story at 5:30. Take a look at this video from Lake Winterset in Polk County. This caught the sheriff's attention. He calls it a riot and says deputies arrested a handful of participants on various charges.
But residents along that lake say this isn't the first time they've seen inappropriate behavior. And they tell Fox 35's Carla Byron they've had enough.
It's an all-out brawl on Lake Winterset. One man is knocked out cold, while others are pummeled, all while a child watches from a boat.
We're going to lock y'all up until you figure out
that you can't misbehave in the community, that you can't fight.
Oh, you can't misbehave. Ooh, I love how you talking, nigga. All right, go ahead, my bad. One more time.
Until you figure out that you can't misbehave in the community, that you can't fight, that you can't knock people unconscious, it's over, folks.
This brawl happened on August 2nd on a private vacant lot that looks like a small island. Polk County.
Them some strong ass words. Look, I want y'all to tell you. I want to tell y'all motherfuckers out there that was jumping the motherfucking just fighting and making us white people look bad. You can't misbehave. It's over. Now let it be some black people. Look at them thugs out there doing it. I would show you how it doubles up. Cause I forgot. Look, I tried to go grab the other one. I'm just gonna grab the Cincinnati shit. I don't know. I didn't grab the Cincinnati shit. I grabbed the Rodney guy. I'm gonna cover the Cincinnati shit.
Deputies arrested 8 people who they say were all friends.
And they say these young people. Hold on. Look, I want y'all to look at the picture of these guys. These are teenagers. These look like grown men. Y'all can't be misbehaving. Oh Lord, all this. Okay. Look, I'm just sorry, man. That look like grown-ups. At the least, maybe one of them might be 17. Maybe. But everybody up on here look like they 19, 20 and up. Maybe one of them 17. Maybe. These look like grown-ass men.
At one point, including a 17-year-old minor. But this fight wasn't a one-off. RJ Webb's parents live on the shoreline, and he says this kind of inappropriate behavior, including sexual behavior, has been happening for years.
You can't even have my kids swim at my grandparents' house or have them outside on the weekends with how bad and how vulgar some of the music is. And then with the fights happening down there, it's only a matter of time before someone pulls a gun out or something like that.
We have history.
But I thought that only happened in the black community, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that only happened in the black community. Oh, I guess you ain't calling the police on them, huh? I guess you ain't calling the police on how vulgar the music is. What type of music they listening to? They listening to some black music down there? Is that what they doing? You got a whole bunch of white folks down the street listening to some black folks' music, and they down there fighting and shit? That was happening? I'm sorry. I really wonder. But either way, though, let's keep going. They over here beating each other up at the pool. Okay.
Historically, tried to warn, to educate, because we want families together on our lakes having a good time together. But these kind of knuckleheads here doing this stuff just disrupts everything.
The county recently passed an ordinance to address this issue by establishing boating restriction zones and designated swim areas. However, it has not yet gone into effect. The Secretary of State and FWC are working with the county's attorneys to see how the ordinance can be tweaked to become enforceable. The sheriff's office also wants to work with the county to enhance the noise ordinance on the lake.
We want everyone out on the lake, enjoying the lake, but tie up and swim around your boats like everyone's done forever. You shouldn't be in someone's backyard.
You can start on the lake this weekend and get you a nice suntan before we lock you up in the jail where we don't have any sun lamps.
In Polk County, Carla Byron, Fox 35 News.
So not only are these motherfuckers trespassing in people's backyards, but they also out there having sex. Because he made sure that the dude made sure he said that. The neighbor said that. And also they playing vulgar music and fighting. And you talking about the black folks. And I love the police chief. And they're just some knuckleheads. They're some knuckleheads. Motherfuckers grown as fuck. Grown as shit. And you refer to them as just some knuckleheads. Nah, man. We ain't doing that, man. Yeah, I gotta pull up the Cincinnati shit. When it was a fight, it was a brawl in Cincinnati, y'all, and I don't think we got the same energy from that. But Uncanny, give me your thoughts on this, man.
Well,
what do you
shout out to the Utah Grim Reaper.
Oh my God! Stop saying that, Uncanny. Matter of fact, I'm actually gonna go to the worst of the worst. Nah, I can't do that. I ain't gonna do that.
Well, shout out. Okay, well, since I can't shout him out, it's been a crazy week. I noticed that a lot of people want to like. Can I just say what I want to say?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. Fuck it. Go ahead.
Okay. So, Red came up here the other night, and he said, "Oh, the black dude stole shirts." He's like, he didn't care about the shots. And I just find it weird that ever since they lost the master debater, they've been like losing their mind. That's it. I can take over?
Go ahead.
Okay. So the master debater who he passed away when was it? Last year or something? Anyway, the Utah Grim Reaper, he did a thing and one less to worry about. That's all I gotta say. And I'm out.
That boy just made sure he wanted to say that. But hey, look, some people feel like that in this country. And a lot of people cannot get mad about that, even though they don't give a fuck. Because I want you to see this. Like, this is Megyn Kelly, y'all. This is Megyn Kelly on the Cincinnati brawl. Now, we just heard that police chief, right? We just heard that police chief on what happened in with them boys fighting at them grown ass men. I'm sorry, don't let me say them boys because I'm getting caught up in their bullshit. These grown ass men fighting at the pool, having sex, playing vulgar music, and I forget what the other thing they said he was doing too. But it's Megyn Kelly on the Cincinnati brawl.
Cincinnati police chief, whose name is Teresa Thigi, is how you pronounce her last name. She's the first woman to lead the department. She took over in January 2023. She would like us all to know that we've gotten it all wrong, that we, journalists and social media people, are the ones really responsible for making this into a thing. And then when asked by a journalist who was there, how exactly have we misrepresented anything that happened? We're totally open-minded. Tell us, was there a mob beating up the first mob first? Like, what happened that we didn't? No answers. Absolutely no additional information. It appears this woman is just making it up, trying to shame journalists out of covering this story. She's a woke warrior. She's already been sued by 4 white cops in her department for discriminating against white men. The only one they say she will promote are either women or minorities. And this is her message for the rest of us in the wake of her city's embarrassment. Watch.
Social media and journalism and the role it plays in this incident. And yes, guys, that's you. That is you. At times, social media and mainstream media and their commentaries are a misrepresentation of the circumstances surrounding any given event. Because what happens, that social media post and your coverage of it distorts the content of what actually happened. And it makes our job more difficult.
What exactly was distorted?
I think by the irresponsibility with social media is it just shows one side of the equation quite frequently without context, without factual context. And then people run with that. And then it grows legs and it becomes something bigger that we then have to try to manage as part of the investigation.
What context would make a mob of people in the dozens kicking the living shit out of 3 people in separate incidents? Again, we don't know whether they were related or not. Better or okay. She failed to tell us.
And see, and I actually give shout out to that police chief for how she tried to handle that. Because Megan, if I showed the Cincinnati Brawl fight on here right now, I would get demonetized. But I would also...
Is that bad?
Nah, but it'd kill her argument. But YouTube be on that funny shit. They don't want you to show violence, even though I can show that last white boy shit. And matter of fact, hold up, let me just, because if I can show a news one, this is for educational and commentary purposes only. Say that. Let's see, because a lot of these people on the right wing said that this situation was just unprovoked and shit. And what I want you to see what Fox News shows. Actually, no, I can't show Fox News. No. They copyright every goddamn thing that comes their way. Now I'll show the local shit. I understand. Yeah, look, they want to put it behind a wall. Let's see. Hold on, real quick. Because all these people on the right wing, when this situation popped off, they swore up and down that it was just some black people that just jumped some random old good lily white folks. Find out these motherfuckers Russians, and find out the motherfuckers started this shit. But the way they wanted to tell the story from the very beginning, because they saw the aftermath of it, that it was just black people just beating up white folks. That's what they wanted to run with. They wanted to say, this is what it is. And they had energy. Think about it. This was national news. Not all the shit I showed later on, like earlier. Not all these cops getting deleted. Not all these white assailants deleting these kids and cops and neighbors and all that shit, shooting motherfuckers because they getting served with a damn child support warrant. None of that. But this right here was primetime news across the world, across the nation.
The new video of the downtown beatdown. WLWT just got permission to use it from the person who shot it from the beginning.
Yeah, Marvin C. Bennett runs a workout business called LT's Gym. He tells me that he was out creating content when that fight broke out right in front of him. We're going to show it to you in real time and then again in slow motion here. So watch closely. The black man in the red shirt gets slapped in the face by the white guy, and then it erupts with many other people jumping in here. You see all those punches being thrown.
Now, see, y'all see that a lot of y'all probably ain't heard this, but you see the local news is actually giving you the real shit. And they showing you the video. But no, not Fox News, not Megyn Kelly, not none of them on that conservative side, because they want to push you a narrative. The local news, look, listen to what he's telling you and watch the video as he's telling you it, because he ain't lying to you. You can see it.
He's out creating content when that fight broke out right in front of him. We're going to show it to you in real time and then again in slow motion here. So watch closely. The black man in the red shirt gets slapped in the face by the white guy, and then it erupts with many other people jumping in here. You see all those punches being thrown, eventually spilling out into the street right there at 4th and L. Marvin gets around the car and gives us a better view here. Eventually, a few people lying on the road getting kicked and punched while on the ground. So this is outside of Love Bar early Saturday morning. Here's the slow-mo look. Again, you can see the black man and the white man squaring off with the white guy slapping the other guy in the face. Turns into an ugly scene right there, a brawl and a beatdown. At least 6 people were hurt. So far, the incident has led to 6 people facing charges.
We are leading the...
And these silly motherfuckers in that city charged all them black people with felonies, but charged the white guy who slapped that black guy in the very beginning. Wait for it, y'all. He slapped the black guy in the face in his own camera. They charged him with disorderly conduct. He put his hands on somebody and they charged him with disorderly conduct. Now, Alexis, I'm gonna let you talk for a second because I know if I hit you or you hit me, we getting charged with assault, whether what degree they want to put it in, whether it's a misdemeanor, whether it's a felony. But I know if I hit you, I'm getting charged with assault. You tell me in what world where they let you slap somebody and they just say disorderly conduct, because I got a disorderly conduct charge on my record, and I know it wasn't for hitting nobody. But I'm gonna grab me a beer because that just re-energized me. Go ahead.
He said re-energized. Oh my goodness. I was not prepared for disorderly conduct. When you said that they got felonies, I thought you was probably gonna say something outrageous like a Class C misdemeanor or some shit like that. But disorderly conduct is so disrespectful. It's so disrespectful. Like, man, to where it's so disrespectful that they ain't even trying to hide. Like, look, the court system did the same thing that he did, slapped them in the face and was like, like, and the only thing is that they can't do the brawl on the court system, but they did the same exact thing, and it's like so blatantly put in your face about it to where it's just like, you have that feeling that Tyrese, what more do you want from me? Like, damn, you don't see this shit? But all right.
Like, hey man, hear no evil, see no evil. That's what they on right now. And it's crazy because I'm trying to tell you, like, this whole show tonight is to just call out the bullshit, man. Like, if we want to truly be, and people say it all the time, we want to be a better country, we need to come together. All this woot woot this and all this woot woot that. I'm all for it. I'm all for us coming together and being a better people because we're better together than we are apart. Yeah. But if we can't hold each other to the same standard, and we constantly keep sitting here seeing that one group and other groups are getting judged differently from other groups, we gotta say something about that shit, man.
Yeah, what do you expect?
Like when we say this, when we say these things, you know, people will come out and say, oh, you're whining, you're complaining, you're playing victim. And it's like, okay, you got a white dude that slaps one black dude and then he get beat up. And it's the black people that beat him up that are wrong. Do you understand your logic? Where's your moral compass? It's one thing to say that they're all wrong.
But then also, you know, I only pushing back a little bit to play devil's advocate. Just a tad. Not a lot, just a tad. But like, it's like, well, he slapped you in the face. It's almost like was the response just as justified as the action? Like, you could possibly say that, yeah, he slapped you, you could have just hit him back and just left it at that. But then when it turned into a brawl and then more people were added onto it, I think that's what really gave, like, even though it's not fair, and I still don't think that it should have been felony, but at the same time, and then this is my other part, at the same time, you know how I feel about shit. Like, you don't have, if you doing a cause action, if you're doing a cause action, you cannot be mad at the reaction. You know what I'm saying? Or the effect. You cannot be mad, and nor do you have the right to even judge and try to justify what is, it's okay, I slapped you in the face, but you just hit me back as suitable. Nah, motherfucker. Nah. And especially in a culture where it's like, these ain't the niggas from the slave days. We ain't got nobody that's looking at us. I mean, and in the sense, the punishment was like almost, but it wasn't the same still, but it was almost. But it's like, all these years we couldn't say nothing, we couldn't do nothing. You slapped me in my face.
I want you to look at the scene right here. I want everybody to make sure they pay attention to this scene right here. I've been living in this country, growing up, a lot less longer than the man that actually slapped this man. And I know this. I'm not gonna slap no dude in his face with all his homeboys and homegirls right there, and we are fucking outnumbered. That's the first thing I'll say. But then also I'll talk about their law in Cincinnati. Because in Cincinnati, you have the right to defend yourself and others when you see harm being due to them. And in that law, it does not specify how much. And for all the people in the back that want to sit here and say, oh, that's crazy. Okay. How many of y'all gonna cry if a dude goes in? Matter of fact, ain't none of y'all crying because a dude will shoot a cop and then die in a shootout with the cop. And y'all don't say, well, the cops went too far. Y'all don't say that. Y'all don't. When somebody gets beat up, y'all don't care that they got beat up when it was like, oh, they were touching a kid and people came and beat their ass up. Y'all don't care then. But for some reason, randomly in this situation right here, in a state where they have a law where everybody out there has the right to beat his ass for what he did, because they can say they did it in defense of the person that got assaulted. Y'all want to come down on the people that responded, not the person that started the whole thing. We got a song in our own community. Maybe they need to listen to it. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. Maybe they need to listen to that type of black music in their community, because obviously these Russians, because they were Russian, but the white community in America still came to defend them. They like, bro, you might want to learn some of the culture before you come over here acting fucking crazy and trying to challenge black folks in the street as if I'm taller than you, I'm a little bit wider than you, you should be scared of me. Like, bitch, we will punch you in your motherfucking mouth. We will stomp you out on the side of the street. Like, do you not understand, bitch? We don't give a fuck how big and how brawly you look. How we fight. We fight around here. In the sad part, you can tell that we fight because the American police don't even give us a chance to fight. They just be shooting. They just gonna shoot. He had a gun. All we found was Skittles. He had a gun. All we found was a cell phone. He had a gun. He didn't have nothing on him. It's like, these motherfuckers, like, y'all might want to understand, like, bruh, it's not what you think it is, bro. This ain't. In Red, I remember that night Red came up here talking about, well, in Mother Russia, this is how they get down. Bitch, when I go to Brazil, I don't talk about how we do shit in America. I'm in Brazil. I operate off of how they do shit in Brazil. But that's that entitlement shit to think that everybody's supposed to conform to how you do things. It's like, no, bruh. And he switched it up for some Russians in America against some black Americans. I thought it was America first right here. It ain't never America first. It's white first. It's white first. And they constantly keep showing us over and over and over again. And that's why I'm that's the whole point of this shit for tonight, y'all. Like, look, this is not to demonize, this is not to go with nobody's necks. Like, this is not what this show is about tonight. But this show is about the double standard.
Yeah.
It's truly about the double standard, man. Like, look, we have problems in every community in this country that needs attention. It needs a lot of attention to be fixed. But to constantly, since the inception of this bitch, to constantly demonize one group constantly seems to be the scapegoat. Every time something happens, like we talked about the Charlie Kirk situation, that was a white on white crime. And somehow black HBCU colleges are getting threatened. Like, what are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about? These situations, the same day that man got popped was the same day that I showed you that white kid went up to that school and shot his classmates. And they ain't say a motherfucking word about it. Look, we got a lot of white on white violence in this country. We got a lot of white on white violence in this country, and we need to address it. We need to address it, and it needs to be fixed, because y'all blaming everybody else for your problems. I said, man, look, a lot of white conservatives, they act like bitches. They act like I say the modern bitch act, like take no responsibility, blame everybody for your problems. That's how they be acting. That's how they be acting. It's never our fault. It ain't never my fault. What do they do though? It's like, nah, bitch, y'all raising some fucking terrorists. Y'all are raising fucking terrorists in this country, and everybody else has to deal with this shit. And honestly, I'll tell you, at least I'll speak for my community. We tired of it, and we need to do something about it. But Alexis, final thoughts for the night, because I ain't finna run too long. I'll give my 2-hour clips. Fuck it.
Well, my final thoughts were a good video. It was a great conversation. I appreciate the kind of run back, but like I was expressing earlier, like we know that these motherfuckers are on some motherfucking other shit. We know, like, so but they don't want to admit it when they know it too. They still got them ways. A lot of times it just be the ones with money. They do it differently, but it's still the same type of fucking bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it is what it is, but it don't mean that we give up the fight. So, Alexis from Texas, I'll be dilly-dallying in these YouTube streets. And, yeah.
Man, I appreciate you popping up, and I love that I didn't have any detractors come up here tonight with that bullshit. That made the show go a lot smoother than normal. But detractors, y'all are always welcome to come up here and tell your lies and defend your bullshit. But I'm just taking it as if, man, look, I just said some shit you can't even argue against, bitch. It's like it's an open shut case, Johnson. And look, sprinkle some crack on that motherfucker. There ain't nothing you can say because it's right in your face, motherfucker. But either way, though, man, because look, this is not a shot at white folks, man. This is a shot at y'all in the sense of, look, man, fix that shit, man. And please stop talking about us. Like, you got problems in your own community that y'all need to deal with before y'all come at us. Like, we know we got problems over here, and I promise you, we gonna do all this over here to fix our shit. But man, please fix y'all's, because y'all got motherfuckers that everybody got to worry about. We only got motherfuckers that we got to worry about. They ain't fucking with y'all. Like, on some real ass shit. Black folks ain't really fucking with y'all, but we got to worry about going to the grocery store, the church, schools, and all that. And y'all do too. Like, look, man, fix that, because ain't nobody trying to deal with that, man. Ain't nobody trying to deal with that. There's too many lives being lost. And when it comes to the things that y'all claim y'all care about, like this lost life, these children, like, y'all might want to open y'all motherfucking mouths and say something, man. Like, for real. But look, man, that's all I got for y'all, man. I ain't gonna keep beating no dead horse, because tomorrow is gonna be the last day. Get on your head, because we talk Charlie Kirk shit a little bit tomorrow, and the brother Amazing Lucas will be part of the topic. And I know some of y'all gonna get mad about it, but I don't give a fuck. But we got to talk about it. We have to do it. We have to do it, and that's what we are gonna do. I appreciate everybody that tuned in as usual. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, share, turn the notice on, and make sure you click all, whether you're watching over on Facebook, Let's Talk with JVJ on YouTube, or the JVJ Network. Man, I appreciate y'all, but we're going to get the fuck up out of here and catch y'all motherfuckers in the next one. And say, Alexa, this is the second 2 shows in a row you ended out for me. Man, this shit cute. But we're going to catch y'all motherfuckers in the next one as always, man. Peace, man.
Don't tell me about me. Stop telling 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 me about me. I don't need you to tell me about me.